Hello everybody, Caydin Ontario here for Caydin's Changes of Sodor. This one's going to be a different one, considering I have two changes multiple that I have to do, as well as this is going to be a review video of what I've recently gotten at a Truly Thomas's store opening of this Plarail Thomas's anniversary packet. But first, before we unbox this sucker, I'm going to say what changes of Sodor that's happened so far. Bear in mind, this is not going to have soundtrack unless I edit it in. But without further ado, let's get on with this video. Well, for one, we've gotten the S-Far station that is going to be a part of Season 2 finales part. We got in the characters ready for it. And also a little someone that has done, in a way, just waiting on the face, which would be Christopher's new model, which sadly that has taken up poor Oliver's chassis, which don't worry, I plan to make Oliver a new one. It's just temporarily using it, but even then I wanted to have an actual Oliver model. But don't worry, Oliver will return perhaps season 3. In series wise, he's just having an overhaul. And the next one up is, of course, that you probably would have seen, is that episodes 1, 2 and the birthday special has gotten new thumbnails. This is because it would be more important in the season finale, this intro, to show how things have changed since last year. And another thing is, for season 2, is that we're cutting down the episodes down from 20 to 15 to make room for the season 2 finale because of time placements. Because you see, the Burnstay storm happened in 1990, but lo and behold, the script / timeline of stuff happening for this finale happens to be starts at 1980, which is the main concern. Because lo and behold, where is the series currently at? The 1980s. And I believe it's more specifically around the 1983s. So, to make up for that, we're cutting down season 2 to 15 episodes to make up for this. Which, don't worry, the episodes will be adapted into season 3 or the in-between, so don't worry about that. Donald's episode will happen, so physically don't worry unless we reintroduce Christopher in season 3. But that's not all the changes that's happened so far, because if we come over to Timber Sheds, it's had a makeover from it having just a roundhouse to an inside one. Bear in mind, it will soon have an outside part, but that's for when season 3 rolls around and we get everything sorted out, like sheds, relocating, etc. So pretty much once that's out of the way of season 2, then we will get another shed part made. But temporarily, this will be the sheds for season 2 and will be for season 3. So it currently has 14 berths instead of 13, which hopefully when the other expansion for the sheds happens, it should have more than the original sheds. And then, of course, bear in mind, we're still trying to record a trailer for the season 2 finale. For one, here's one of the new characters, which is called Barton. And yes, I know it's basically a knockoff Rusty with cardboard and red fabric just covered over. Don't worry, I'll get another knockoff Rusty and turning him to Barton, but still. Barton is one of the new characters in the finale. Well, he'll be introduced in the finale, while the other new character will not be introduced into the finale, but actually into season 2 beforehand. Meet Simon. Basically, cinnamon, but just about the part, so Simon. Basically, S-I-M-E-N. Simon. He is a garage engine that I've been working on for the past few weeks, with basically making custom-made bogie wheels, which have been taken from Custom Toad, which don't worry, he will also get either remade or just have an official one brought. But he is a garage with new water firefighting cannons here. One on the going through the cabin on top of the boiler and smoke box, 2 on top of the tanks, and then 2 heading out this way on the other bunker, while this one is going that way, while that would be a tube going to the cab, which goes to this one. He would be a part of the SFAR team, which is going to be what the team is called, and pretty much he was built on Sodor for the SFAR team, but the station slash sheds of course wouldn't be made until the 1985s. Well, it would start construction by the 1985s, but would be finished by 1990, but before the Burnstay storm. And to address an elephant in the room would be the fact I've also updated the banner for my channel. So basically, the banner shows all the engines that work on the branch now. And if you haven't seen the post about it, I recommend seeing that. And I think I've spent enough time on talking about the season 2 finale, and you could probably draw your conclusions after that. But now, let's get on to a review, on the 80th anniversary Plarail Thomas. Right, for this review, I'm going to take you to an area where I live, so that we can get this review on the way, Now, I'll see you down there. Right, we're downstairs on the sofa. Now let's open this, Oh, got it upside down. This was worth, from Thomas, £55, which I say is a bargain. For some, it may not. Now, oh, that's why it's tape. Why not set this made for kids so that people can leave comments or blimmin'. Ah, here we go. Got the flipping tape. And if you hear any dogs fighting, that's because my dogs are blimmin' playful with each other and then end up play fighting. Flip! God, this is like Thomas 1, Edward 2, Henry 3 when he tried making model railway in, which ain't a word, but hey, you know, I'm gonna allow myself this one time to swear, which will make it so that I can have it not made for kids, so then people can comment, fuck. Flip. You know, twice now. Fuck. Ignore the middle finger, it's there for support. As in, holding on to the box. Should have done this with scissors, shouldn't I? This is the first time I'm actually going to do a review on this channel for something. Which reminds me, I still need to do Train Sim World 5's Thomas's review. For both 80th anniversary pack and the normal one. Which I would say if this can get let's say 35 likes, I'll do one. Right, first before I open this, let's have a look at the packaging, eh? We have beautiful, I believe, original Darby's, basically Darby's illustration of Thomas. We have Thomas and Plarail, and then of course the book that's included too. And then the stuff it says on here. I do not read Japanese words, so you'll just have to tell me what it actually means. Then of course the information on the back, and then stuff that it says on the bottom. Now let's open the sucker up, eh? Now carefully now, because I want to keep this box. Right, open the box now, carefully. Caydin, the A1 Terrier. Now, if I think correctly, this should be Clarabelle, and yes it is. Carefully. Oh, wonderful. And a little leaflet. Is there nothing left inside, folks? I need to turn on the lights for this. Nope. Why do they have that in? I will not question. But, ooh, this is quite nice. First, let's go through this little book, eh? Which, from what I've heard, has character bios of the characters. Thomas. I'll end up reading through this with whole entire translate on from Google. There's Henry. Quite good. It's like how Wilbert at first wanted to write Henry out, but then people wanted him to stay. Actually, if people knows what this says, leave a comment down below in this video, because from where I've been shown. Oh, a bit of Reginald Clyde illustration of Daisy, and perhaps Diesel too. A bit grayer than I used to see. Oh, good old green Trevor, but without the black smoke box. Diesel and, not Diesel, Birdie and James. Duncan, why is he in yellow? Perhaps it's to keep with television series. Toby and Scarlowy. I actually have some of the old Wilbert Audrey's books. There's Duck. Oh, Bill and Ben from Clive Spawn. And then I believe, Thomas's book, which, bear in mind, technically would be next year for Thomas's proper 80th anniversary. And you can see right here the logo of Hits Entertainment and Caydin Limited 2025 80th anniversary. You know what? Let's first take a little break from this and introduce you to my dog. Meet Alfie. He is a French bulldog. Say hello, Alfie. I know you will be. Yes, hello. We got him last year. Alfie, alright then, mate. Yeah, we got him last year after one of our pets died. It was that one up there, the German Shepherd slash. I think it was a German Bell Shepherd. I forget what breed she was. And over here's our other dog, Star. Come here, Star. Come here, girl. Ow. She is a German Czech wolf, a mix between a German Shepherd and a wolf. Say hello, Star. Yes, hello. Yes, very happy to meet you, girl. Yeah, these two often fight with each other and play fights. Star, I believe, tries to keep Alfie in line, but at times starts the fight. Well, they do that. We'll continue on with this, eh? Right. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Reviewing. This is my first ever Plarail, Thomas, as in an actual Plarail one. Ooh, quite nice. 2000. I like the feel of this. It's quite nice. Much better. Like the illustration differences. Quite like the whistle and the cab windows. And the face quite like. It's a shame Backwing couldn't make the Thomas. Even though on the camera it would look brighter. But it is a darker shade if I turn that off. Yeah, it's a bit darker red. Shame that they couldn't do back detail for me. That would be nice. Ooh! Never right. Seriously, I've never had a Plarail Thomas before, so I never knew that they did detail coal. As you can see here. And honestly, about poor doggers. Oh, is that a... No, it's not a tilt. But in the shading of blue, it's quite nice actually. Even though the camera will just make it look like it's Thomas's normal blue. In actuality, it is a darker, more cyan blue. I like how white the running board is. No, it's actually grey. It's like a sun damaged white. It's quite nice. I'll hand Tootly Thomas that. Like how this is all is. I believe down there. Hold on, let me deal with the dogs. Right after we've sorted that out off camera. I quite like how the face is. It was definitely worth going down at near 10 AM to see Richard Audrey. And I wonder whatever happened to Neil, the box cab in the Railway series. Still, if only they added back print into this, I don't think We never had an illustration of Thomas's back end though, so that's probably why Star stopped doing that. Alfie's come back too, haven't you, boy? Haven't you? Haven't you, boy? Haven't you? Yes, he's a good boy. I'll more likely end up showing dog photos of him later on. Maybe, maybe not. Now let's move on to Annie, I believe. Or polystyrene. I think from what I saw of old Plarail reviews, they used to have it in not this type of plastic, but it's alright. Or quite like it, a bit dark, no, not darker, but lighter colour, from Darby's illustration of Thomas's second book. Like how they don't have the nameplates, like the grey. I like the little skirts detail very much. For the price of this, as I said, was around £55, which I believe on Trudy Thomas's website, it was, for back when Bill or Ben, I believe it was a £55 for Bill or Ben, so me and my mum could have ended up getting a Backman Bill or Ben instead, but I'm glad I went for this, considering it was a limited edition item. Here's Plarail. Compared between Annie and Plarail from TV and Railway series illustration, well, TV series footage and face, etc. I've only had a pair of Trackmaster 1 Annie and Plarails, which I believe Annie I had lost a face to. Back then did a horrible job of patching up. I used to have an old Trackmaster / I believe, no, either Tommy or Trackmaster Gordon. The ones with the long rods that weren't like these type, but was more focused on it was still connected to the back wheel, but it had the piston rod movement. But still, this is quite great. Wait, this can pop out. Oh, it's like don't. Oh. I'll take this off screen to see how this actually comes apart, but that will be another video. But still, I do have Plarail track, but I do not have it out at the moment, so potentially in the future we'll see a running session of this. But I'll also post about the events that I went to online, on YouTube, of course, on its post. Well, for the video, I'll do another video for that, but once, yeah, there we go. This is Caydin the A1 Terrier though, signing out for this week's video. A bit later though, but totally worth it, of both a review and an update on the channel, and we'll see you all later. Bye!